Friends, we are back with part 10 of looking at India. This time we're going to look at religion. Now, this is a very large Buddhist temple, and we are not in Nepal, we're not in Sri Lanka, we are in India. One of the religions in India is Buddhism. Of course, there's a very large Hindu population. In fact, if you want a breakdown, Hinduism is about 80% of the country, followed by Islam. Christianity is only 2.3% of the population, and there's even less of Sikhs in Sikhism. And Buddhism is only less than 1%. And I was doing some research. There were even Jews, a lot of Jews in India at one time. And when I say a lot, there were about 30,000 Jews in India in the 1950s and 60s. But that has died down to only 5,000 is the latest figures I read. So there are a number of religions in India, but Hinduism is the dominant religion. Okay, I am not a Hindu, by the way, and I claim to be no expert. Those of you who are Hindus or who may be pundits or whatever watching this video, feel free to give further explanation. From my little understanding of Hinduism, there's actually a belief in one God manifested in many gods. And it's sort of, I would like to call it a religion of nature. There's a very close connection to using items of nature in their worship. But one thing I like about Hinduism, at least from what I know, there is more openness to others and their belief systems more than other religions. Other religions tend to be hardline, like, if you don't do it this way or that way, then you're out. But Hinduism is more accepting of others. At least that's the way I understand it. One thing I don't debate is religion, because for me, everybody has their own system of beliefs, their own way of doing things, their own way of worshipping and finding their spirituality. And it's not for me to decide if it is right or wrong, because I am not God. And therefore, other people who are not gods themselves, but are just men, should not be judging others either. In fact, if you're Christianity, it speaks about that quite widely in the Bible. If you are of other religious sect like Islam or Judaism or whatever, you may feel otherwise, because those religions tend to be more strict, as far as I understand, with their belief systems. Even some Christians can be quite strict too. Sometimes they would come on my channel and outrightly put down other religions, and those comments never make it to public, because like I said, we should be accepting of all people, because we are all, if you really believe it, all children of God. I'm often think about that time when somebody may be in need, and one person who's very religious looks the other way, and somebody who is not gives actual help. Think about that. Catholicism is also within India, so you may just be thinking about Hinduism, but that's also there, and so is Islam. So this is just a short look of religions in India. Feel free to chime in and say more if you like. Thanks for watching.